So we are back, day 3, DGC Live with a really exceptional presence from Seagate, and we will be discussing Seagate, Power Up Your Gaming with Seagate. And we know Seagate is doing so much for the gamers, and we will hear a lot about it, and also doing so much for the content creators as well. And I believe without them, the experience will be really difficult. And I am joined to co-host this session by Ahmad and Nasheet, who you usually see next to me, and we are joking around and everything. But today he's joining us from his home, and we have.
I just wanted that experience. I just wanted that experience to see, like, if I can.
You wanted to be, Ahmad.
Yeah,
you wanted to be on the other side.
I got jealous from all the other like game developers and every guest that we had. Like, I just wanted to try it.
Yeah, and so from Seagate we are joined also by Rajesh, who is Seagate sales manager, and İdil, who is the marketing manager for Middle East, Africa, Turkey. Any other regions you added, İdil, recently?
No.
And Faisal, who is the marketing manager also at Geekay, because of the special partnership that Geekay and Seagate have in our region as well. So we have everybody on board. So my general question I will ask now, first of all, I want to know more about Seagate and Geekay, but also just in general, and then I'll let you guys discuss so many other things. How do you really power up your gaming with Seagate?
I would say that's the best question, Habib.
Thank you, İdil.
Okay. So, I mean, to make a brief start, like an introduction, and thank you guys for, hosting us for this nice session. So it's Seagate. One of our major business segment is gaming, and it's not only PC platform, but it's also a console platform that we are supporting. So we have our special gaming products, which could be easily found on the Seagate.com page with the details. But today, Rajesh will try to give some information, some brief information about our gaming portfolio. So actually, Seagate is a company which is serving to all humanity. So it means that yes, gaming is one of our major businesses, but Seagate is in each lives, securing the photos of your grandchildren, videos, and also for the content creators, as Ahmed may also tell about it. We are also, we produce quite fancy products for content creators. And also, even on the streets, we are also there on the surveillance cameras that is, in our daily life. For our security. And also, if you go look and up in the sky, you will see the clouds there. And cloud is also very special for us because the data today is also, it's on the cloud as well. And we are also supporting that business, that area. So as you can see that Seagate is touching into life of every human. And we are here 7/24, ready to serve all humanity, protecting their data with our technologies. Like, we are also rescuing their data, protecting. And so perhaps Rajesh can add some more points on the products. Thank you for the introduction.
Thanks, Idil, and thanks, ITP, and amazing experience to be there in this digital conference. So, rightly, as she said, Seagate is a kind of front runner in gaming, and this has been spanned across decades, actually. And as we know, the gaming is basically an ecosystem of the gamers, the game, and the hardware. But very interestingly, it doesn't stop there, because off late, since maybe a couple of years now, the demand for storage and transfer speeds are really becoming insane. And you have passionate gamers, like Idil mentioned, you don't want to delete your personal pictures with your grandfather or your grandchildren just to make space. So there are passionate gamers who want to keep their old vintage games, but also have the updates coming on consoles. And then they are challenged by the latency, and then they are challenged by the transfer speeds. And Seagate has, with its legacy of 40 plus years of technology, have always been a front runner, and they have stepped up and much ahead of competition. And we have a range of products to cover the consoles and also on the PC side, because let me make you aware that earlier or traditionally it used to be a console platform, it used to be a PC platform, a mobile platform, but it doesn't stop there. The new era today is cross-platform, which means like if you are playing on a console game, I am playing on a mobile platform, and someone else is playing on a PC platform, the same game is being played online. So just imagine if any one of them has a problem in transfer speed, so any one of them has a problem with the storage speed, the whole experience is spoiled. And this is exactly where Seagate features. It's extremely exciting range of products, not only in external drives, but also in internal drives. Talking about external drives, of course, if I may be allowed to speak about the product in one single sitting, is that yes, we have a very close tie-up with Xbox and PlayStation. And as a matter of fact, if Faisal will share with you that we have just done a very recent launch of The Last of Us Part 2, absolutely PlayStation 4 licensed on the beautiful Seagate hard disk drive. And it's a dream for any gamer. It's a dream, believe me. Having the logo etched on your HDD, and it's a limited edition. It's a show-off symbol. So that's on the console side. On the PC side, we have got some amazing SSDs at transfer speeds of 5,000 Mbps. I mean, insane, really. I can't. I mean, I'm getting excited when I talk about them. So we have covered it all for every aspect of this cross-platform. And what else more you want? And we are still innovating. We have got tremendous technological R&D investments every year. And gaming, the only constant that we have in gaming is change. And you expect more and more. And with that, probably I can conclude this feature of Seagate.
And Faisal?
Hey, I also give a brief introduction to GK. GK is like one of the top retailers in terms of gaming in the Middle East. We're located in Emirates, Kuwait, Oman, Bahrain, and Qatar. And we're also looking forward to expand. So far, we have 24 operational retailers. And it's really great time for us in gaming right now, especially with the pandemic happening. With regards to Seagate is a very interesting partner for us. It's very strategic, especially right now. Gaming industry is growing. And when the gaming industry grows, there's a lot of gamers playing the games. And when we started, the game didn't require that much data. But as we go now and time goes by, the requirement of storage data is becoming more and more important to the gamers. So gradually, the data capacity just keeps on increasing. And unfortunately, with the consoles, it's limited. Like it's 500 GB or 1 TB. And now this is where Seagate comes in and plays a very big role, which gives the opportunity for gamers to power up the gaming experience. And that perspective, that means they don't have to worry about data. And I believe Seagate is the only one that has the licensing from PlayStation. That means PlayStation and Seagate, they work together to make the most efficient hard disk or a game drive for the gamers to use. So the data is very transfer is very seamless when gamers play, and it's very convenient for them. They can have 50 games at one time. For a gamer, that's something that they can imagine, you know. But right now, this is very possible with Seagate, and they also have one for Xbox, and they have several one for the PC gaming, and all of them have a specified feature. So there is a specific hard disk that works for gaming, and there's another specific hard disk, I believe, that works for graphic designer, and there's a specific hard disk for those who love editing and those sort of genre. And lately, the big highlight, I would say, is that we have an exclusive Last of Us game drive. This is like the exclusive PlayStation hard drive by Seagate, which is amazing. Everybody's looking forward to it. The game has one of the best ratings for PlayStation. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for Seagate, I believe.
I think I use Seagate. I've been downloading all my games. I downloaded The Last of Us on my Seagate hard drive because it was like my PlayStation is full with all the updates from Fortnite to Call of Duty to all the other games. Like you have Call of Duty coming to you with over 100 GB of updates, over update and update and update. So you need something like Seagate, because without it you won't be able to play, or you will have to delete your own. I'm not going to talk only about the content creator. I'm going to talk as a gamer. You will have to delete other games, and I have done that before. And as a content creator, I capture a lot of my footage also sometimes on my PlayStation, not using other like external like devices. I will just capture everything on my PlayStation. So I want to have that space. I want to have that 1 terabyte full of like capture content, and I want to have on my Seagate, I want to have my own gaming, like all my video games. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, here maybe it's also worth to mention we have been receiving questions about what is the difference between a gaming drive and a normal external drive. So actually here some very specific highlights come in. For example, Faisal was mentioning about the PlayStation drive, and as you can see, we have the Last of Us customers drive, which means that we are working together hand on hand with PlayStation and also the game publishers here. And probably soon in the market, you will see Cyberpunk customized drives as well, which is also showing that it's not very limited to a game, but it's also hugging each gamer, let's say. And so coming to the difference, for example, when I talk about Seagate's PlayStation drive, it's the only Sony licensed drive on the world. So it doesn't have any competition. It's one and only, actually, of its kind. And this is, I think, worth mentioning. And also the difference, one of the other main differences is its technology. So it's plug and play, which means you don't need to waste time, downloading and merging with your console. But it's just you take your drive and go to your friend, and you can even play from the drive. You don't need to download it to the console, and there is no performance degrees on that. So I don't know, Rajesh, maybe you have some more points to add on this, or this is what came to my mind as a word mentioning.
No, you're right, Idil. I mean, console is particularly with reference to Middle East. I think traditionally, console was dominating the gaming platform, but off late you see over probably maybe I could say in a span of about a decade, the PC online gaming has scaled up so much, and you have zillions of games coming up, and even we have a streaming platform for the gamers. And the challenge in PC gaming again is the transfer speed, and that's where Seagate features into the SSDs. And the SSDs are the fast-paced products. So we have the FireCuda. the fire cooler SSDs with a speed of almost close to 5,000 Mbps. And when you play a game like the World War II, and with all that kind of high level of computer graphic interfaces going on, you need that kind of a hardware to support the transfer speed. So you're right, not only consoles, but as well as the PC gaming online platform. So yeah, we have covered it all.
Yeah.
Ahmad, really from your experience, because you're a gamer and you're a content creator, and I'm sure, I mean, you have the choice, but I believe you want something that is more reliable, and as you said, how do you think Seagate is really answering to your needs and requirements, and making your activity and work and experience also easier, you know? But because in the end, that's it. We are on the end user. We are on the end user side, right?
True. It's true. As I said, I've been talking as a gamer for the past couple of years. I've been using Seagate with me because I travel around. So sometimes I don't take with me like my PlayStation. I'll just take with me my drive, just log in from my own account on another PlayStation. I'll just play. It happened with Destiny before. I used to play a lot of Destiny. So I used to just take my hard drive with me and just like plug it somewhere else. And I just like take a PlayStation from a friend of mine whenever I'm traveling and just play with it. The beauty of plug and play is that you have everything in that. So it turns your digital games to physical. And I think that's the thing that we were missing is the link between having your digital games with you all the time. Because what happened if your console, something bad happened to it? Like you will need to download and do stuff and that, but with that you don't need to format your hard drive because you have it as external hard drive. And I think that's the beauty with having something like the plug and play from Seagate.
Idil and Rajesh, you know, as you know, DGC is also a developers conference. So we have a lot of developers that are here, and industry professionals and artists and coders and so many, you know, professions that are related to making the games. I wanted to ask you about how also can they benefit from Seagate in that sense.
Idil, you want to go for it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I tried to show you, and sorry for the noise I break, but before I switch into that, let me also, we mentioned about PlayStation, but here I want to show the Xbox drives as well. And as you can see, I don't know if it is clear, but this is
the Star Wars.
The Star Wars team. So it's, as I was mentioning about Last of Us and Cyberpunk, I really wanted to show this beast as well. So it's, well, as you said, Habib, so, and in the beginning of my, introduction, I was mentioning that we have products for the full range. So for the professional side, as you mentioned, for all the artists, filmmakers, content creators, on the internal PC side, we are pushing our Iron Wolf drives, but we have another a brand called Lassie, and it's one of our, how to say, I mean, it's a beautiful product for all the professional consumers that we call, and for all the photographers and studios who are managing video production in behind at the backstage. We have all the product range and with huge capacities, I must say, for the external drive solution as within Lassie brand. So so I would suggest here again, we have a separate website for Lassie, and for the people, for the professionals who wonder about the brand, I strongly suggest that they can check out the website. Basically, if I give some, how to say, a very direct idea on what the product is giving as a benefit. For example, the new, let's see, SSDs that we have launched can carry 2 tons of truck on itself without getting damaged. So this means that you know, there are lots of people whose profession is actually photography, and a lot of YouTube content creators now also, they're traveling all around the world before the corona issues, and they are shooting their videos in some environments which are not like their houses. There's water there, and there are some, you know, conditions are hard, and all these product ranges are also so strong that they can survive with their all content. So probably Ahmed can comment here, but the content itself is the most precious thing for a content creator. So if something happens to that data, I cannot imagine how they feel actually. So maybe we can talk about that part, because we have also a technology called Rescue, where we are saving the data, we are recovering the data. So for sure, thanks for mentioning, by the way, as we have these solutions for gamers, on the other side, for all the social media content creators and professional creators, I believe their data is their life.
True.
So I'm thinking that the health is the most important thing. Maybe that money would be the second thing. And the third thing should be data, because it's their life. It's how they are, how to say, managing their profession. So maybe Ahmed, you can mention here about how important your data is, and
it is
the
like
protection.
I'm sure, like as a content creator, like you will end up with a lot of like small cards, the SD cards. Then you need to copy and transfer all your files, empty all your cards and all of that. So you'll need something to take with you wherever you travel, wherever you go. Maybe you share it with your editors, maybe to have it as a backup, because sometimes you will record like around 60 hours of footage, and then you want to just keep them behind and have them as a behind the scene maybe later on, or you want to use them somewhere in the future. So you just want to have something with you that will stay with you. It's the same thing with gaming. You don't want to delete something, so you want to have everything with you. And I feel like with the technology evolving, with everything evolving in our life, it's easier for us to keep now as much as we can, whether it's on the cloud, whether it is on the external hard drive. And I feel as a content creator, you want to just keep it in so many different places, so it will be easier for you and for your editors, for your team to work on your content, to work on your footage. Let's take it back a little bit to the gaming, and let's talk about the biggest thing that happened to gaming in the past couple of weeks, which is the reveal of the PlayStation 5 and also the Xbox Series X. Where do you see Seagate going with the next generation? What are you guys hoping for the next generation, and what are you preparing for the next generation?
I may add over here, Ahmad, is that talking about the next generation, as I had started my discussion, is that Seagate is always working with the console manufacturers, Xbox and PlayStation, at the very initial product development stage. So obviously we have a much advanced knowledge, which of course there's a level of confidentiality there, which many of us don't even know. We have so from the next generation point point of view, I'm sure Seagate, with its 40 years of legacy of strong technological advancement, is something that Sony and Xbox will love to work with, and I'm sure they are already working with it. As a matter of fact, even our current PS4 licensed drives and the Xbox licensed drives are even compatible with the new PS5 and the Xbox One X coming up. But obviously, customers want evaluation. As I said, the only constant is change. Seagate is already must be targeting around that. At the moment, we cannot divulge those facts, but just specifically answering a question, definitely we must be already at a very advanced stage of discussion with these gaming manufacturers.
Would we see the external SSD like to match the speed of the SSD on the PlayStation? Is that the future for Seagate, to take that technology that you already have and just try to push it for the next console, like for the next generation of consoles?
So certainly, I mean, it is a raw fact that when you're talking about 4K videos and maybe very soon 8K videos, and with the level of CGIs that you have and all the gaming developers that they are incorporating, the artificial intelligence is going into the game software, wherein you have a literal, maybe you have another Ahmad playing inside a game. It's online gaming. So obviously, with that amount of content, you got to have be ready for that insane amount of speed. As a matter of fact, I think Seagate through the FireCuda 520, which has got around the read and write speed of 5,000 Mbps by 4,000 Mbps, I think there is yet anybody to come close to it. So we are already in that next generation stage to be ready to capture that amount of transfer data. And yes, why not? As SSDs is more and more evolving, anything is possible. And I said, in the line of technology, possibility is the only go-to word.
And it's good to hear that whatever we have as a gamer from Seagate, like whether it's on Xbox or on PlayStation, I can take it with me and just use it on my next generation. That's something I feel like will make other gamers now that think of upgrading and going for the next generation and wanted to get like an external hard drive will be like, let's say they will be able to buy their external hard drive right now and then take it with them to the next generation.
Absolutely. You said it right.
Let's talk more about what makes Seagate like care about the gamer. I feel like it's a relationship that goes both ways, right? Gamers trust Seagate because Seagates do good products, and Seagates do these products because they care about gamers.
Correctly so, yes. We work very closely, not only with our manufacturers who are making the console games or the PC games, but yes, you are right. We care for the gamers in itself, because as I had started off the conversation, we have the pro gamers and the casual gamers. And the pro gamers are a league apart. And you have got the esports, wherein probably it's a profession. Earlier, I remember I belong to the old school. We used to have 3 professions. You are either an engineer, or a doctor, or a businessman. But today, if someone says that I'm a gamer, it's no longer a surprise, because probably they earn 7-figure salaries today. So we have 2 clear segments of consumers today. How Seagate works with these consumers is, as far as the pro gamers are concerned, as I have already informed, we've got a complete range of products to match up to the demand, which is extreme high level of transfer speed and able to take extremely low level of latency, so that they have an extremely great experience. But again, those are expensive. But how about those casual gamers who also want to be there? So we have got a mid-level and affordable SSDs, which are the Sata Ssds. Sata Ssds, of course, as the interface goes, compromises on the speed. But casual gamers are not that advanced. So those SSDs are affordable. So we are not striking them off completely. So we got the FireCoda 120 SSDs, which fit into that bracket. And then we have got the gamers who are laptop gamers. So you got lots of laptops, Asus, for example. So, but again, a laptop has a maximum of 1 terabyte of capacity. We have got the Seagate gaming dock, an absolutely brand new product, which Thunderbolt interfaces, which clearly takes care about that immense amount of transfer speed and multiple interfaces. So you can connect a keyboard, you can connect a mouse. It's even got an Ethernet port, so you can connect a laptop to a high traffic, high volume Ethernet cable. So that gaming experience can come even to your laptop. So answering your question, we have got it covered all, so that everybody is happy. And of course, a gamer like me who is happy with a Pac-Man playing on a computer is more than happy. So yes, we got it covered all, Ahmad.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Habib, back to you.
So my team is now saying that we are out of time, and as you know, we are live, so we have another session waiting for us. Thank you, Seagate, for everything you're doing for the gamers, for the content creators, and thank you, Ahmad, for joining us from home. I know that you were not feeling very well, but you still made it. Thank you for being here. And
as I said, it's just for the experience. I wanted to end my DGC experience with having that Zoom call.
But Ahmad, you're always on the other side of that screen. So you are on the other side, and Seagate takes everything you do on the inside, on their data, on their cloud, and we've all had that terrible experience of losing our data or our hard drive or our hard disk crashing. And really, it's not only frustrating, it's just that all your work is gone, all your memories are gone, everything you have done is gone, and it's very hard for us to get that back. But Seagate apparently found also a way to do it and to have more security on this. So let's keep on creating. Let's keep on having more also innovation from Seagate, and let's keep on getting the best experience to the gamers and powering up the experience. It's just what we need, actually. Thank you very much, and was very happy to host you in DGC Live, and we hope to see you again very soon.
Yeah,
thank you, Ahmad. Thank you, Habib. Thank you all. Really.
Thank you, Habib and Ahmad. Cheers.
And by the way, I just forgot to say something, is that Ahmad will be doing something on his channel and giving away. What will you be giving away?
The Last of Us Seagate hard drive for PlayStation.
Limited edition. So, and this is exclusive to Ahmad and his followers. And thank you, Geekay, for this, and Seagate as well.
Yes, we would like to. Yeah, thanks.
When you know the winners, let us know,
support.
and we will be more than happy to announce it also. Goodbye.